Welcome everybody to Knicks Nation TV. Thank you for stopping by with us. And yeah, we start with our first ever video for the YouTube channel. We're gonna go straight into it. I don't like to make long introductions, but just like to focus on the task at hand. And right now we're gonna talk about Obi Toppin. We're gonna talk about our small ball lineup. Also, I want to go over our first 10 games that we have in the season and just give my predictions in our record after the first 10 games, and also just review the depth charts and then talk a little bit about our depth and compared to the leagues, other teams in the leagues, their depth. I also talk about a little bit about Thibs, his philosophy, preaching defense first, and yeah, basically must get into those topics. So let's get it in right now and let's talk about it and let's go right to the videos. Wait, one thing first. Shout out to Knicks Nation all around the globe. Shout out to France, Spain, Barcelona, Greece, England, overseas, Africa, Nigeria, Central America, Canada. Shout out to Canada. We got RJ. Thank you for RJ, Canada. Much love. Also South America, India, all across the globe. Knicks Nation is everywhere. This is Knicks Nation TV. Tune in. We're gonna have some videos that's gonna be very interesting. Talk about our team, pre-game analysis, post-game analysis, trade rumors, NBA transactions. Basically, we're gonna talk about our team and ways we could help. Where we think our team needs to prove in areas, and especially with our young players. So, especially one of our young players I want to talk about right now is Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, that small ball lineup. So, we playing Boston, right? That's our first game, October 20th. That's tomorrow, actually. So we're playing Obi Toppin. We're playing Boston. Sorry about that. And Boston plays small a lot. They play Tatum at the 4. That's their main lineup. It has been like that for about 2.5 years, and they have made the playoffs, and they have had a pretty good record for the last couple of years. And Tatum has adjusted real well in playing that position. He's not afraid to bang down low with big men. He's not afraid to take them outside, and he's just speed and his ball handling, his craftiness, and all the skills and stuff he learned from Kobe and top-notch trainers. All those things he learned, he takes advantage of big men. he dominates them. I don't just tell you the truth. When he plays, that's why I believe he put up 26, 7, and 4 last year. Or 26 and 8 and 4, something like that. But yeah, he's an offensive weapon, and he's growing every day in this league. So yeah, so with this small ball lineup that Boston plays, I think we gotta match it. Though we can have Mitch as a big, I think Mitch is limited offensively. Even he might have a undersized center like Williams, who's really like 6'8", 250, 255. Even though Williams it will be on him, if the rim run is not there for Mitch, there's nothing else for him to go to. Mitch doesn't show a hook shot. He doesn't show any post moves. He doesn't shoot from the post, and he's very limited. We love what he brings defensively to the squad, but as a whole, top-notch team that wins NBA championships, and that's what I believe Thibs is trying to get to. Thibs is trying to win every single game. At Knicks Nation, that's what I believe. Try to win every single game and go 82-0. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but that's what we believe over here. Like, you never know. You just never know. Before last year started, no one would say, "Oh, Milwaukee Bucks will win an NBA championship," right? So this is Tim's idea for the team. This is his philosophy. This is all his basketball philosophy. I love Thibs as a coach. He's a perfect coach for this team. I hope he stay here for years to come. I think we're gonna as long as he's here, we're gonna work hard. He's gonna put the players. Leon gonna work with him, put the players around that's gonna work hard and get us in the playoffs. And actually, we want championships. We want rings. We want the Garden to go crazy. We deserve it, right, Knicks fans? It's been a long time since we had the championship. So let's get into this video. One thing I want to talk about with Obi, I think he's a key to this year for us to go to another level. Because I really still see Mitch taking a step forward. I'd rather see him be a little more efficient, what he has shown, and stepping up defensively. But I think we need that third dynamic player. And that third dynamic player, I think, was oozing with potential is Obi. Obi was the 8th pick in the draft. We can't go these next couple of years of him playing 10 minutes, 12 minutes per game, off the bench. So, this is something I think Tim should try to experiment more. Try to get Obi on the floor for like 20 minutes a game. Even it comes at the sacrifice of minutes for Noel. Noel is very limited offensively. Also, Noel, he said he's gonna work on an outside shot and the corner three and the top of the key threes and stuff like that. But until we see him actually do it and knock it down at a decent rate, I mean like a 35 plus clip rate, it's a non-factor right now. Obi is actually showing us he could do it. Obi's putting the ball on the floor. He's drawing bad guys. He's doing pro moves we're gonna watch some videos. So this is Obi. I believe he could be a dog on both ends. As you look at the video right now, we see defensive highlights from Obi. We see Obi recovering. Look, block. Look at that. Obi could be a dog on both ends of the court. Look at this. Point guard skills. Taking the ball all the way to the basket off the rebound. I believe Thibs needs to experiment with playing Obi as more of a 4-3 type player. The pass, catch, shoot. That's from Dave Zion. He learned that from. Shout out to Dave. And shout out for Drew for helping Obi out on his shots and certain moves. See, Obi's hungry. Obi put himself in the position so he could learn. He contacted the right individuals. He played with pro players. He runs scrimmages with them in the off season, and he look at this move. This is a Paul George move. This is the high level moves that shooting forwards and power forwards that can actually put the ball on the floor. But shooting forwards and shooting guards do. So like guys like Kawhi, Paul George, and even back in the day like Danny Granger, which he actually reminds me a lot of. But Danny Granger, I don't know if y'all guys remember. I've been a Knicks fan and NBA fans for 1985. So I don't know if some of y'all around that age, my age. But back in the days, there's a lot of NBA players that has come into the league who originally were power forwards in college. And same thing like Paul George, he was a power forward in college. And what ended up happening is they increase their ball handling skills. And plus also in college, when you're like around 6'8", 220, around that, they play you at power forward a lot. Usually guys in college are not huge and big. They don't come from high school like that. They usually develop their body and get bigger and stronger later on when they get into the NBA. But yeah, I want to get to this video with Toppin. As you can see, Toppin. Knicks playing tough defense. RJ for the shot. Obi Kenobi, the one with a putback dunk. Very aggressive on both ends. Watch Obi again. Defense. Look at that. Emmy Randall. Defense. Look at that. Even they got the foul, but that's a quality defense right there against a big man in the middle. No easy baskets. Look, Obi, corner three. No easy baskets on defense. Just like my boys, Xavier McDaniel, who used to be here in New York, and Mason and Charles Oakley. You come in that lane, we bumping you. We hitting that, we swiping. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to do in New York. Love that defense. Miss it. Look, good defense. Obi with the steal. The strip. Just like football. Okay, he lost his Obi with a drill, but Obi stayed well on his hip. Look, Obi, recover. Block shot. Obi's oozing with potential. He needs to be released. That 12-minute, 10-minute game is going to keep us back as a team. The team as a whole needs to play defense, of course, and consistent base. Look, catch, handoff, step back, shoot. Look at that. All Obi needs to do is continue work on his ISO, ball handling the skills, creating off of the dribble. He does a little, but he does it when he really moving back to the basket. He backs the player up and then he spins on him. That's what he usually does. But this, as you see, Summer League and now, and look at this move again, guys. Look at this move. Look at this move. Look, face up, boom, boom, same foot, same hand, dribble, and with the spin. That move, that's a high level move. They always teach that. Like Drew, I know teaches that move or teaches that move a lot to his players. Probably Dave showed him this, but it's a higher level. It's one of those high level moves. Now imagine just Obi develops up. It might be, I don't know, maybe out of his range. I don't think anything is out of his range. Honest truth. Imagine he develops a step back. Maybe imagine he develops a side step back. Imagine he develops now a mid range shot, catch and shoot from top of the key from the free throw line, high post, pick and roll over there. No, so imagine he continues to develop his game, and that I don't see no other real players get into a high level as like say like a Randall. No, not going quickly, but quickly I think also is going to be limited because it's his body, and he has to also develop a mid-range game which he really doesn't have except the floater. Yeah, and plus he just needs to keep continuing to focus his defense real quickly and to get bigger, develop his body, get into the Bradley Bill body type. See, when you see players who's serious about their game, who want to be all-stars, who want that bag of money to support themselves and their family and friends and stuff like that, they work hard. They change their body, they change their game when they come to the league. It's usually within the first 4 years. If they don't do it in the first 4 years, it's very hard for them to do it later on. And guys, some still could prove later on in life, like Ariza, as an example. Other players develop later on, like their 5th, 6th years and stuff like that. But a guy like Obi, he needs to be in the lineup. He needs to be lined. We can't be wasting draft picks like Frank. When I be on top of his training, failing players in the play development. We can't continue to do that. We have some draft picks coming up. Who knows? Might use them in trades and so forth. Honestly, I don't want to trade Obi. I think Obi is oozing with potential. I call him the Bushwick Bully. That's my name for him. Grew up in Bushwick. I'm from Brooklyn myself. Yeah. I think Obi's just oozing with potential. So I'm excited to see what we're going to do tonight. So next, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to go over our schedule, our top 10 games that we have, and go over and review our record after. So let's do that right now. Okay, so first game first is tomorrow, Wednesday, October 20th. We got the Boston Celtics. Now I'm hearing that Jalen Brown might not be playing, and Al Horford might not be playing also. So the only person that's supposed to not play for us is Noel right now. So Jalen Brown actually paid us very well. I remember the second to last game last year, which I think it was 4-7. It was April 7th, right? He dropped like 36 on us, something like that, 36-38, and we lost that game. And Tatum had a bad game that game. Tatum, I believe, had like 8 turnovers. It was like 8 for 23, something like that from the field. So they're actually going to be about Jalen Brown. I think we get the victory. We get the win tomorrow. Knicks fans are going to be happy. So I think that's a W. Next two is Orlando. I think that's a wash. I think we beat Orlando both games. So we starting out 3-0. Now, the drama in Philly. Simmons most likely is not going to be playing that game. I believe he was suspended today. Rivers kicked him out of practice and so forth. Memes going around about that. People making videos, some dope videos about that. But that's Philly drama problem. I'm happy and thank God we don't have that problem over here. We have upper management that know how to handle plays in professional ways and manners and be able to reach out to them, communicate. Communication is key. I think Leon Rose was running tight ship and with Thibs. So I think that's a even though they got big dogs still there, but Harris, I think there's too much is going on in Philly. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I think we're going 4-0. Now Chicago's up. Chicago's a little sighting team, running and gun. It's gonna be challenging. We got Ball. Well, actually, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I actually want us to sign Ball. But is what it is. He ran for the money, went over to Chicago, got that max. So I think we lose that game. So first 5 games, 5-1. New Orleans, I think we win. Toronto, I think we beat Toronto also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I actually think we 6-1 after the first 6 games. 7 games. The next 3 we're gonna go Indiana, Milwaukee, and Cleveland. Now I think we lose the next 2. I think Indiana beat us. I think Milwaukee beats us. Because I'm looking at the schedule. It goes from October to the first, second. There's only a day break after that first game. Second, the team may be a little winded, but I think Indiana is gonna play tight defense. So right now I see us at, so that's 1, 2. So that's 6-3. We at right now. After going 6-1, now we're 6-3 after those 2 losses, Indiana and Milwaukee. Now with Cleveland, I think we win that game with Cleveland. So I think basically the first 10 games we're 7-3, which I think is pretty good, and Knicks fans should be excited about. Even if we go 6-4, I would be excited. If we lose that Philly game, I'll still be excited. I think this team has the ability to win a lot of games this year. I know they had like those Vegas figures and ESPN. They talking about like 41, so forth, and it was barely getting in the playoffs. I don't think that's happening this year. I think guys like RJ is gonna step up. Rose gonna be Rose, but now we have offensive support behind him, and we still got Quickly on for the point guard rotation, and we got Burks also. People forget that Burks could also defend and play some point, and we got Grimes. And we got my bride. So, and then at the shooting guard, it's a mixed bag there too. Fournier, RJ, Quickly, Grimes, and then same thing shooting forward. So my thing is also with our teams, just that shooting forward size at that position. Right now it's like pencil ins Fournier / RJ / Brooks. All those guys are really have guard size. Well, Fournier like 6'7", 6'8" ish, but he's not really a banger. That's why I think the Obi thing is important. I won't mind see Obi there about 5 minutes a game over there. Get that extra 5. So last year he had 10 at power forward. And then go to, and that's without the small ball lineup. That's just to relieve certain players. So now have Randall in, go to the small ball lineup a little more. You can see Obi getting like 20 minutes a game. I know we like Noel, but unless Mitch is hurt, I think Noel don't even pay that much minutes. And plus, we also still got Gibson, who brings some offense. Actually, Gibson actually brings a nice, decent amount of offense to that center position. He's able to shoot from outside, shoot for the mid-range jump shot, shoot from long range. Actually shows some 3-pointers. He rebounds, he hustles, grinds, smart, intelligent. Defensive awareness is high, or offensive awareness is high. So he's not turnover in the ball like that. So yeah, I think I think Obi could get a good, decent amount of minutes, and I think Tim should try to find him more minutes for us. That's gonna help us go to another level. We need an extra guy. We need an extra dog who's gonna play defense like RJ. Who's gonna toughen up. You know what I'm saying? Like bang with some guys, bang with some dudes. I think Obi could spurts and probably 5 minutes here and there, play that shooting forward position, D up some shooting forwards. I think he also could bang with some of them, because you got to remember there's a lot of guys in this league who's that 3-4, like Jay Carter. There's a lot of guys who start off like that. They were shooting forwards, or they was power forwards, and then they moved to shooting forward, the back and forth. Depends what team they were with and the style of starting. But like PJ Tucker, now he's playing 5 and 4. So Guys are changeable. I think Obi's changeable. He shows that he could stay with guys. Because the guy that he blew by him was slightly, but he was still in his head was Denny in Washington. If we go back to that video, try to do that. Go back to the video, right? Got it on a loop. He's looking at that. He take that ball, put it on the floor, go straight to the basket. Now imagine him do that on the wing, catch a ball and dribble, drive, go straight to the basket, which we have seen him done before. He has done the same thing before. Yeah. Running court. And actually, tell you the truth, he plays like a 3D guy right now. He plays like a 3D guy because on offense, he always running to the corner. He's not posting up. He don't post guys up really. Yeah, always facing the basket. Look like he's doing right now. He's facing basket. Boom, 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 spin, layup. Beautiful, gorgeous move. I'm sure he have more tricks in his bag like that. So small ball lineup, I think it's gonna lead to more victories for us this year. I think Thibs. I hope Thibs implemented more. Put that team out there where we go on small ball. Even we have to go like a Gibbs, Randall, and Obi front court. I think that could work for 5 minutes, or you know what I'm saying. So, or whatever, or Noel, Randall, and Obi lineup, and then switch it up. Go small with Obi, Randall, and RJ at the 3, and then you could go with a shooting guard or smaller lineup with quickly and rolls in the backcourt. So yeah, I think this team, the team that came back was, I remember Grimes was on the floor. Grimes reminds me, and this is why I want to do it now. Spend this time to big up Grimes because Grimes remind me of Courtney Lee. Right now, what he is. It seems like for me watching him in college, I even remember him in Kansas. I was like, what's this guy? Was high on ESPN 100. I didn't even know he went to Houston. I forgot all about him. I was like, yeah, okay, see, but he's supposed to be like a good player. He was like I think he was like top 20. He was on McDonald's All American, I believe, something like that. Grimes, but yeah, Grimes is supposed to be. You gotta remember, these guys don't get ranked that high and not have skills and talent. He had a good coach at Houston, bring the best out of him, and he dominated. I saw the combine. He was aggressive. Knicks actually picked the guys who did well in the combine, like Sims and him. That's what they ended up doing, and McBride. That's what they ended up. So the scouting department is at the NBA combine. They was looking at those guys. Did they research? I guess, assuming their background checks, and they say, "Yo, let's take these guys." Grimes, he remind me of Courtney Lee, and that's a good thing to have in a rookie right now, with the ability to improve and get better later on. Because I actually see Grimes with the step back. Not too many rookies have a step back jump shot. They don't do that. Grimes is doing that in college. Grimes is doing the step back. If you watch the combine, go on YouTube, watch the combine of Grimes. Grimes had the side step and he had the step back, and he had a step on the 3-point line. That's what Dame does. Not everybody in the NBA does that. Mitch does that very well. Tatum does that very well. Booker does that. Separation moves. So yeah. So I hope you like this video. I don't want to make it too long. I just, like I said, I think the first 10 games of the season we're going 10-3, 7-3. Sorry about that. And I think Obi needs to play a little more minutes. Get on the court. I think Thibs needs to put him on the floor with Randall at the 4, with Obi at the 4, and have Obi play some 3. I think he could do it. I think he's going to develop. He could develop a 3 game. I think also defending threes. I think also the team. I think the team to go to another level, he needs to do that. Just continue to work on his game and escalate. And hopefully he continues to. I don't know how the season goes. I don't know if he's still in contact with David or Drew, but Hopefully they could be in his ear about a couple things, and hope we can meet up with them here and there. I don't know how exactly the season goes, the insides out. Or if they just rocking with the Knicks trainers, um, Kenny Payne and so forth. But hopefully he could continue to improve his game. Look at that defense. Defense and witness with the steal, Obi. Yeah, and on the truth, he needs to do that if he wants to get that bag. He needs to expand his game. He's not gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be a full-time power forward in the NBA unless he tries to develop his perimeter game and ISO game. So it's just gonna equal more dollars for him. It's gonna equal more dollars for him. It's gonna equal more opportunities. It's gonna equal demand for him. If teams start seeing that, they're gonna definitely be trying to look at the trade for him and so forth. But we're gonna say no. We keeping our young players. Honest truth, I really don't want to see no trades. I want to see the team grow. I want to see this team grow. I mean, people, plays I might be interested in certain plays, but no LeBrons. I don't want no LeBrons. I don't want no Antetokounmpo. I don't want no those type of plays. I don't want no James Harden. These guys like James Harden's getting old now. They get injured. No Kyrie. You know, just hardworking young men. That's hungry to win. Look, Denny played a certain forward for them, and he was guarding Denny. Look at that, like a guard, like a guard. Yeah, yeah. So that's it. I just wanted to keep this video too long. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to this YouTube video with me. Hope you find it interesting. I hope it was a good video for you. And then I hope, definitely do this. Comment in the video. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on the Knicks mobile lineup. How much Thibs should implement in our offense, how much we should play it. If Obi is a factor, you believe Obi's a factor in this team escalating, go to a new level. I want to know if you think Obi game should expand a little more to perimeter. He could continue working on his games, ISO game, and so forth. And I want, just all that. I want y'all to get in the comments. Also, like the video. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And subscribe. Also, we have a lot more videos coming up. Basically, I'm gonna dive in more into our players and the development. That's what I basically want to dive in more to, and continue also giving live game coverage also sometimes, and we're gonna go live sometime. So you see, this is the number might change, but we're gonna go live also here and there. And yeah, so it's a pleasure making this video for y'all guys, expressing my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts and ideas. Also follow me and follow us at Knicks Nation TV. Knicks Nation TV on all handles. Knicks Nation TV on Twitter. Knicks Nation TV on Instagram. There's also a Facebook group called Knicks Nation TV. Follow us there also. Join in, comment, like, subscribe, share the video. And yeah, thank you very much. We out.